the only numbers that are actually even are the ones that end with a 2, a 0, or a 5.
Yep, that's correct.
And I'll stand
Everything
by
else
that.
is 22 even.
Correct.
30 even.
Correct.
104 not even.
No, I don't even know what the fuck that number is. I've never heard it. Do you want to post a quest or see if Jordan joins see if Tim joins in the next couple minutes?
I don't know. Like, do you not have anything else you need to do?
I mean, I have tons of stuff wishlisted, so like I'll always have specific.
I'll do whatever you want to while we wait for Tim.
Okay, let's see what's in my wish list. I just don't want to dominate.
Nah, it's fine. I don't care.
Fire Dragon Scale. How do you feel about Teostra? Arachnakadaki Glowgut. How do you feel about Arachnakadaki? Golden Almudron Orb. How do you feel about an Almudron?
Yeah, I'd do an Almudron.
You'll do an Almudron?
Yeah, let's do an Almudron.
That was the most positive response I got, so that's the one we're going with. Do I have an No, I do not appear to have a quest that I have not done that involves an Almudron. So we'll just do this one. One day I'll finish doing all of the quests. But today is not that day. But it is not this day. That's the line. I'm sorry. Because of Aragorn. Do you remember Aragorn?
Yeah, I remember Aragon. Or Aragorn.
Wow. Wait. One of those is a region in Spain. No, that's Aragorn. No, yeah.
Aragon is the region in Spain.
Yeah.
Aragon, yeah. Castile and Aragon.
And you can't forget about Catalonia.
Yeah, that's true. Catalonia. And then there's Basque region, which is its own thing.
It very much wants to be its own thing. Actually, most of these places want to be their own thing.
Yeah.
None of them seem to love being in Spain with each other, and yet all of them are still doing it.
Yeah, Spain is... I know that they're like... God damn it. The unification was pretty contentious. They never did get Portugal.
No, they never did get Portugal.
Portugal's very strange, isn't it?
Yeah, like, it's just there. It's cornered by a big guy, but it has its own language, and also it was a world superpower for a long, long time.
Yeah, it was like the most important like trade capital in the world for a while.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, Portugal feels like the most like cogent like leftover from the time when like Europe was just a bunch of like random kingdoms. And does that make sense? Just because like in theory, if Spain didn't unite and held together like they did, we could have like 4 or 5 different countries in like the Iberian Peninsula, but we only have 2 because Spain was able to keep themselves together.
It's true. Also, who knows what it would look like if they didn't murder everyone who wasn't Christian?
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of Muslim people who lived there for a long time.
Yeah. Well, the Reconquista kind of was like in line with the unification. But yeah. And then they also decided they needed to murder all their Jewish inhabitants as well.
Was that also during the Inquisition?
That was the Inquisition. The Reconquista was when they got rid of Muslims, and then the Inquisition was mostly Jewish people. But
it's things like this that make me think maybe we could be a good trivia duo.
Maybe, yeah.
We need someone who isn't one of us for greater pop culture, though.
Yeah, that is the issue, isn't it?
I mean, hey, that's what Tim and Duncan are for.
Honestly, yeah. Like, me, Tim, and Duncan would be a very good trivia team. But I don't know. Is there anyone like...
I feel like we couldn't get away with going to bar trivia and having the person running it read out Gunt for the team name. feel like we wouldn't be able to.
We'd have to mess with that somehow.
I was counter.
No, I don't know a ton of people in the city, but maybe one of them. I don't know.
The bar I'm going, I looked it up at some point. It was McGillivree's.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of it, but I'm also not in any way familiar with the western part of Indy.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was just told they do trivia on Thursdays. I know this already, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
The thing about trivia is like, I know a lot of random facts, but also the things I know the most random facts about are never asked in questions.
Yeah. Oh no.
I got you. I might got you. I should have kicked.
Okay, thanks.
Like, if there are geography questions, there are always people who are like more confident than me. Because I'm just like, I feel like I know this because I've looked up stuff about flags and I've read stuff about flags and stuff like that before, but you say you're very good at geography, so I'll bow to you.
Yeah.
And then half the time I'm right and they are very wrong. And I'm like, well, maybe I should have been more confident.
Yeah.
I'm talking specifically about my friend Michael here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was always seen as the go-to geography guy because he memorized all the capitals. And so therefore you know geography, right, Michael? He didn't, but people had more faith in him than me for some reason.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never actually done trivia. I'd be interested in trying it, but like, it's one of those things where like anytime I have to like answer trivia questions, like I generally don't do very well, except on like when they pop up like the one subject I'm actually good at. But it feels like I have a lot of like random knowledge that just doesn't really apply itself very well.
That's trivia.
Yeah.
That's called trivia.
Then why aren't like 90% of the questions about like, I don't know, smallpox vaccination?
Because if 90% of the questions were about smallpox vaccination, it wouldn't be trivia. It would be a test about smallpox and the vaccine.
Fair point.
Oh, wait. No. I was going to say, I think I might know the name of the guy who was responsible for that, but that was Salk was the polio vaccine.
Yes. It's Edward Jenner. He was the original guy to like figure out like, oh, if we use cowpox, people don't get smallpox. Well, he wasn't the one to figure it out. He was the one who like did it and then and made an effort to like tell everyone else to do it too.
What a
Fun
guy.
fact about him. Do you know who was a big fan of him?
You're going to say someone that's going to make me very upset.
It was Napoleon Bonaparte.
Weird. I don't know if I'm upset. I'm just weird.
Napoleon was a big fan because he got all of his troops like vaccinated, and it like saved a ton of lives. And he was just like, this guy is a real humanitarian. And because like the other thing was that like France and Britain were at war a lot, so like they could have like kept it to themselves. Yeah.
When?
And Jenner like insisted that it be like spread around and like benefit humanity evenly, kind of thing. He seemed like a pretty cool dude from what I've been able to like read about him.
Listen, both Jenner and Salk did the right thing, it turns out.
Yeah, and then at one point, Britain sent Jenner to negotiate the release of like some prisoners because they knew that Napoleon liked him so much.
Huh. And then someone decided to create pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
And it was all down the hill from there. Why are you... What is...
Pharmaceutical companies are a true disaster.
Pharmaceutical companies are a true disaster. Full stop.
Yep. They suck.
Pretty much without value. Because I wouldn't say without. I mean,
There's a lot of people doing
without
good
value.
work.
Yeah, because like even if pharmaceutical companies didn't exist, like, those billions of dollars would still have been thrown at people to make a COVID vaccine. Like,
yeah, like there's a lot of good people in pharmaceutical companies doing good work, but like those people could be doing good work not in the context of a profit margin too.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
And as soon as they stop existing within that profit margin, they will get canned.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like the whole like, oh, we need profits to get people to do things. It's like, no, there's plenty of people who will be doing all that research just for the good of humanity.
It has always been this way.
Yeah, and honestly, that's probably why most of them are doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Either that or it's like a steady job or whatever. So.
Get on you. Yes.
Anyway, so. Yeah, they are. Yeah, but yeah, we should definitely do some trivia when we can find the time for it. I wonder if there's like any.
It looks like
Chatham.
Oh yeah, I wonder if Chat and Tap has any.
Yeah, that would be a nice place to do it. That would, and like if it works out, we could just be like there because doing our respective like, well, you job, me school.
And we could just meet up afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I was looking ahead at a little bit at the December schedule, and it looks like it will be much less chaotic than November, which is good.
That's nice.
Yeah, I think November is just an exceptionally busy month because it's when everyone is trying to get in things before Christmas, especially in an educational standpoint.
Well, then like I've done this stuff during Christmas, so you probably have to like do a bunch of like random prep work for that just to make sure that everything's ready for it. Anyway, how goes the haunted like place from the Christian Theological Seminary? You guys
we're making progress. Yeah, for sure.
That's good. Excited for when that will be turned into like an actual usable space.
It's almost there. Like there was this week we had a new sound installation. So there are speakers there that are functional instead of just two small monitors propped up on stands, on sticks.
Everything I learned about this place makes it seem like more of a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take a lot of money to, if you want to make the lighting system actually good and modern, it will take a lot of money. But the good news is we were basically told, hey, if you guys want new lights in Schrott, just buy those and then shuffle the old Schrott lights that are perfectly fine and usable into Shelton.
All right, that's something.
Yeah. But also,
so I'm assuming, you guys will get that done soonish then.
Maybe, yeah. We're gonna have to like drop wish lists and stuff because you can spend a lot of money very quickly on lighting equipment.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I probably don't want you to like completely blow the bank on this.
Yeah, and then one thing, I guess maybe he's my boss. I don't know, but the guy who has the title that doesn't have assistant in front of it, he mentioned kind of offhand, like, hey, they're very willing to just throw all of this money around, but how about instead of that, we just get paid more?
Yeah, that would be good.
And I'm like, please go to bat for this, because if they're not going to pay us overtime, like, we should get paid more on the basis of how many hours we're here alone.
Yes.
Because it's probably, like, way closer to minimum wage than not.
Yeah.
With how many hours we're there.
Yeah, that all sucks. The fact that salaried employees don't get overtime is just absurd.
Yeah, I got overtime as a salaried employee at a high school.
Yeah, like, that's not how that should work.
It's not how that should work, I agree. I was within your roar bubble? I was very far away. How did I get hit by that? Stop being shitty and be dead already.
There's Kai, please. No, Kai. I don't. There's some head.
He is a very stringy boy.
At least his head doesn't move too much.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim is back.
Well, he's not officially back. Hey, it's Blue.
Nice.
But on the bright side, I'm getting like a fleece jacket from them that will probably be nice. So,
Hey, that's something.
all complaints no longer warranted.
That's the secret. If you have one pizza party, then you can ignore all labor complaints.
That has been the United States philosophy on labor since 1970.
Yes. Police jackets, you could literally kill one of your employees in a ritualistic sacrifice, and there's nothing they can say about it.
It's true. That's what OSHA says.
Yeah.
They're like, a ritualistic killing, if it's ritualistic, is within office safety and health
Yeah.
guidelines. Hey, Tim!
Yes.
Just a very weird time for you to pop in because we were not talking about one, ritualistic murder, or two, labor rights beforehand, really.
I mean, it seems on brand though, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, how you doing?
I'm good. It's nice out. Just
It is nice out.
Yeah, I enjoyed the time when I was out earlier today. Also because I was out and not just in one of three buildings.
What made today the day that was a possible day to not be there?
The other guy is still in the process of moving, and like the big part of it, the majority of it that will actually get him moved in is happening over this weekend, so he's going to be out starting Friday for a few days.
I see.
So they were like, yeah, we should probably find a day off for Chris, and there's nothing happening at Ducky today, so really the only place that anyone has to worry about is Shrot, which is running itself. It's just babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
It's dead.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
My ding ding dong.
My ding ding dong. Your ding ding
Were you
dong?
able to get your taco this day?
I did. I
No.
also got a free taco.
I'm gonna do that after
Okay. Yeah, so am I.
I'm here.
I'm really hoping they still have them.
I went around 11 because I was out, and I was just like, hey, there's one right there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we did a venue tour today for wedding type things.
Oh.
And, Haley had asked about it like 2 weeks ago, and the lady got back to us like 2 days ago and was like, "Oh yeah, sure." So we're like, "Oh, okay. I guess we do have something on Thursday morning." And I'm like, "Why does it have to be on Thursday? My day of rest,
Your day of rest?
my sacred day." Did you guys get the guild armor?
No.
Yes.
It looks pretty cool.
Maybe I
I've been
did.
wearing it as a visual armor.
Nope.
where
still
are
no.
you?
Out.
Still no golden orb.
Oh, I got the plate. We just finished up an Almudron fight.
Gotcha.
What's on your wish list, Tim?
Well, you'll be happy to know that I did a ton of money farming maybe a week ago. I just went on like 5 runs in a row or something.
That'll get you a couple mil.
Yeah. So I currently, just need like actual stuff. Let me see. It also has made me. I'm down to like 4 charge blades. I still need Gossarag Bile.
Oh yeah, I did get my bile, didn't I?
I need 1 Great Izuchi Tail Plus. I need 1 Somnicanth Claw Plus. A Thunder Serpent Orb. And a Feline Fur Ruby, which I never remember exactly how you're supposed to get.
It is funny that our wish lists do not overlap at all.
Well, I mean, seems about right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much willing to do whatever. Like, I could definitely use some of those like random like one-off like things. So I'm fine hunting for those.
Actually,
I absolutely bought these.
oh my God, Tim!
Cute, because they're cute as shit.
Wait, do the first one again. Does she have 5
It is very
fingers?
cute.
Yeah, because they're both
Yeah.
first Iberians or whatever.
Yes, they should have 4 fingers.
4.
Are there 4 or 5 there? It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
Okay, yeah, there's 4.
Yeah, I think it's 4.
Okay.
She's putting 2 together on the one side, and then like 1 is hanging out, and then the thumb.
Yeah. It's hard to tell if there were 2 groups or 1.
Capcom USA
Yeah,
underscore gets a pass for now.
I saw people posting these in a quest, and I'm like, I am gonna need those though.
Yes.
And they were like $1, so I'm like, sure.
That's not horrendous, all things considered.
Nah.
I mean, far more than you should spend on something as stupid as that, but much more than I am. Well, much less than I'm willing to spend on this game. So I don't care. Someone puts something up, I'm fine.
Great. Guess what?
I created
realized
this fake out. Go ahead.
I realized I need a lot of Teostra parts, actually. How do you feel about Advanced of Storm and Fire?
Sure.
It's an advanced quest.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Are you advanced enough for this quest? I'm going to upgrade my armor a couple ticks.
Are you a bad enough dude to advance this quest?
Yeah, I think it was this armor set that I'm wearing. I didn't realize I didn't have a single upgrade for the pants recently. And I was like, huh. I bet that has led to some bad situations before that I didn't think about.
Okay, well, we'll put 1 level in everything and become poor.
I know I also want to do...
I could technically do 2.
I want to do some stuff for the Rampage Charge Blade as well, but I can't remember what it is that I want to do. It's probably just certain levels of Rampages. But I made this fake out set that I like quite a bit, because I really like what the guild armor looks like. So I've just made like a black and green version of it, and then I made the Rampage sword and shield and turned it into the Rathian, but actually made it a paralyzed weapon. So it looks like I'm going to do poison, but that's wrong.
That's wrong.
It's wrong.
It's
incorrect.
wrong. Stop saying that. Tim, how do you think you, me, Jordan, and Haley would do as a trivia team?
Oh yeah. It's a good solid question.
I got insurance.
All right.
I should have said that before I ate the meal, but I did get it.
Oh yeah, I did not think to get it, but I also don't remember having it. So, I am almost entirely sure we would be dependent on you and Jordan. Honestly.
But I feel like you two would have a lot of pop culture that Jordan and I would just completely gloss over.
This is true. But and we would be able to help each other out, me and Haley, because half the time I feel like we're like, who's that guy from that thing? the thing guy, the guy thing.
Yeah, I mean that's a classic.
Oh, Ben Grimm.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. I was thinking of the thing.
Oh, Keith. No. Keith Davis.
So yeah, maybe we would do okay. I don't really know. I have never done bar trivia ever, I don't think.
I wouldn't mind doing it like once, just kind of see how we do together, and then I haven't done it either. I'd like to.
So it's. I mean, I just like trivia, so I've always enjoyed it.
Yeah. It seems good for the knowledge base that your brain works with.
Nope.
No?
Because there's too much goddamn pop culture.
It is. There's a lot of pop culture
really?
in.
I just expect history with trivia, but I guess that's not exactly fun.
That would be
Most people
ideal
don't know.
for me.
That's good
Well,
because
that's what I'm saying.
I always think I know way more history than I actually do. I like low key am
Really?
horrible at history.
I imagine I'm probably like decent, but like a lot of my history knowledge is like really random shit.
Yeah. My
It's just
brother
like-
has a very good brain for history. Like he could definitely have been a history teacher at some point.
I have always been
Not too late.
It's true. I have always been horrendous at dates and remembering when things happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dates aren't going to be my strong suit either. But in fairness, I don't think most historians are very good at dates either.
I mean, that's a really that would be stupid for trivia, right? I guess sometimes they're like in the year 1824, this
In the
president,
year
blah, blah,
4,000
blah.
and a half, mankind is ruled by giraffes. It's from the Futurama episode where they do
Yes.
about like a
Yes.
2-minute parody of Rush.
Right. That's not Rush.
We've already had this conversation.
Have we?
It's not.
Yes, it is not Rush, and we've had this conversation.
It's not a parody of the Rush album that's about like the year 2100 or whatever, 2112?
No,
What?
no, it's a different band.
We've had this
I don't remember
conversation?
Totally different band.
It's a different band, and we've already I distinctly remember discussing this before.
What? Help.
I don't remember what band it is.
No, neither do I. But it's not like a prog rock group. It's just like some
No.
dude with a guitar, kind of.
Yeah,
We've had this conversation before?
we have. Yes.
It was probably many years ago, to be
I mean,
fair, at this point.
I'm sure it's been a long time, but I definitely remember the exact thing happening where I think it was Chris was like, "Oh, they parodied Rush in Futurama," and I'm like, "That's not Rush."
Yeah, that sounds like something that happened. And here we are with Chris's pop culture gap.
Yeah. I mean, I know about Futurama.
Yeah.
Don't know the things Futurama's referencing, apparently.
Wow, it really... This frickin' Kushala does not want to be ridden. Why?
Well, we also have to kill it.
Oh. Which one are there
Oh.
both?
Yeah.
Teostra and Kushala.
Oh. Okay, well that makes a lot more sense.
Which one are we taking out first?
Well, I went for the Kushala because I thought I could ride it to the Teostra, but that is clearly not.
And I
now
started
Chris is
attack.
here.
I've been here since you started, man.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay, so at least my paralyzed wasn't totally in vain.
Oh no, yeah, no. I like.
All right, so
I started
we're
attacking.
gonna-
I started gathering stuff, and then I saw you over here, and I'm like, yeah, I can get there at the same time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have been gathering stuff. I didn't want to risk like. I think I'm fine. I'm heading your way now. So
Okay, well, good news. It's not.
It's leaving.
well, all right.
Even
Anyway,
though
we
I
should-
feel like I think about the line in the year 4,000 and a half, mankind is ruled by giraffes way more than I actually say it.
It's a good line, and yeah,
It's a good line, and it should be said.
it should be
By
said.
Geddy
Transfer.
Lee of Rush.
Oh, that.
It's not that one.
By Niall Horanson of Rush.
He's dead.
By Neil from the One Direction.
That's his
The
name.
one.
It's Niall, and that's what I just said him.
Oh wait, you actually
was-
said the man's name from One Direction.
Yeah.
I see. Oh,
Yeah.
well, see the joke. The joke surpassed me because you actually knew that man's last name, which
I
made me assume you knew anything about Rush and not One Direction.
I think that's his. I don't know. My little sister had a very long One Direction phase.
Shocking.
Tally ho. Because they're British.
Wait, where? There. Okay.
Down?
The down zone.
That's my.
That's my favorite place in football.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, no, I was gonna make a Fantastic Four joke, but don't know enough about the negative zone.
I see.
That's
Is that in the
Superman.
Is that in those movies?
No, the negative zone isn't Superman. Isn't that the
That's the Phantom Zone.
Phantom
The negative
Zone?
Negative Zone is Fantastic Four.
Okay.
What's the Phantom Zone?
It's for Superman. Like I don't even
Banishes
really know.
People to is it hell?
Yeah,
Purgatory kind of.
It's like some kind
Superman
of weird.
puts people in hell?
Superman definitely puts people in hell. In
That's
one
not
of
very
those
cash
films.
money of him.
Well, he's got a no killing thing, so.
Oh, boy, is this.
Well, he could either put them in hell or he could snap their neck.
Yeah.
Which would you prefer? Which version of this film?
I have option
I don't know
C.
which one. I don't know which one's worse.
Honestly,
Trust
like,
me, the neck snap is far worse.
honestly, like, I'm not going to kill you. I'm only going to like throw you into hell for all eternity. Feels like a very like early comics morality decision that is
Yes.
just like they present it as like the correct decision, and you're just like, is this better?
The 1950s
I
and
guess-
60s were fucked up.
Like they
I
end
guess
up
that's
in the
how
same place.
prisons became the way they did, because people
guess-
thought that way.
Yeah. I guess they end up in the same place, but like it doesn't really feel like there's a difference here.
Just like Yoshikage Kira in
Oh no.
In JoJo's
in
Bizarre
JoJo's
Adventure,
Bazongos,
JoJo's Bazongos.
which is I think something we've said before.
Probably.
Sounds like it.
I'm like I would bet money that one of your videos is called JoJo's Bazongas.
Yes.
That feels more like a description to me.
Yeah. All right, one of those.
Remember how you used to have to buy whetstones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, how come?
Not gonna lie, that sucked. I just threw my dog off a cliff for no reason.
Not gonna lie, that sucks.
No.
I mean, they were cheap, so I mean, I just bought like 200 of them instantly and never thought about it again. But still,
Well, it was just very strange that they had like they gave you 20, so you'd never run out. But then like, why even
But you
have a limit then? In theory, run out of
Yeah.
whetstones.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just the most like they clearly decided, wait, this isn't actually a mechanic at some
Yeah.
point because it
Yeah.
wasn't.
It was a good decision having just unlimited whetstones that you're
'Cause
always
what's-
carrying.
Yeah, what's the point of buying 500 at the beginning of the game and then never worrying about it, or just never worrying about it?
Yeah, and then again, like the carrying capacity is large enough that you never actually have to think about it, but you could, in theory, like run out. Like what?
Yeah.
It was not actually a strategic consideration. You would only ever use like 5 or 6 whetstones, even over like a 50-minute fight.
I suppose it early on it was a way to
did I miss?
handicap blade masters slightly, kind of like how gunners have to carry things for themselves, you know?
I guess.
And so like it takes up a weapon slot, but then they separated the gunner
Who's behind
pouch,
you?
which was also a good idea. And
Yeah.
then like there was really no reason that mechanic should even be in the game anymore.
Yeah, it was just strange. Like you said, it wasn't a mechanic. Like it was not. You never actually had to like think about like consider the strategy of it, and so it just like existed and did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys weren't using between 19 and 21 whetstones per hunt?
No,
Oh shit!
I think it would be literally impossible unless you like sharpen
Like, you
literally. Like,
yeah. You would not be like actually fighting it at any point.
No, you would just be sharpening with your whetstone.
And you'd only even have to do that if your weapon had like 2 hits of like
Yeah.
white sharpness or something. At which point it is not worth doing
No.
because you're spending so much more time sharpening.
What?
Help.
I am currently sharpening, speaking of. And unable to help. Now I will help.
Luckily, I was right behind him during that entire
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So
He was.
You gotta waggle your control stick, man.
I was.
Okay.
Waggle better. This is why you've never won Mario Party.
I mean,
True.
not
Also,
entirely wrong.
I want to make a statement here. If we decide that we want to like play like remote Mario Party, I'm totally fine with it. It was just
No, that's as far as I've heard. That's not true.
I want to be clear. I'm not opposed to the idea. I just don't understand it.
Oh, this happened finally, huh? This one.
I'm confused. I mean,
And this one. Yeah, what? I'm
I feel like it's
confused by
pretty
the meaning of that
understandable. It's
statement.
just Mario Party, but sometimes you can't hang out with someone in person.
like, especially men that are 5,000 miles away from you.
Like all of us.
Yeah, we are indeed 5,000 miles away, emotionally.
And I.
Damn.
I just like when I said that, it was like maybe came off as a bit aggressive or whatever. But like I'm trying to shut this idea down, and it's like I don't care. Like it's just
Yeah.
like, but like the thing is like Mario Party has always been like a party game for me, sort of thing.
Because it's a party game?
And yeah, and I don't
Oh shit.
I don't necessarily understand the like.
Worth.
I
Anyway.
have never played Mario Party consistently. I guess is that what you're trying to say? Like, I don't think I have. Since I was like 10 or younger, maybe I have not played Mario Party more than like twice a year at any point.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, same. I've literally never owned a Mario Party.
Oh yeah, you don't even own 7, do you?
No, I mean, maybe you could argue
I
I do,
forgot.
but
Yeah, at this point. I mean, I had Mario Party 3. That was the only one I ever had, and I liked it. And that was about it. But I mostly liked it because I like messing around in the mini games.
Yeah, like it's a fun game to play with other people, and then yeah.
That's why, I mean, it's nice. I don't know. I just don't know why it's taken them so long to implement online when there has been. I mean, okay, for the Wii, sure. But, like, the Wii U and the Switch one weren't online. And that just
Yeah.
seems.
that's for the
It is-
best for the Wii U one because that everyone hated 9 and 10.
Yeah, well, those were the stupid car ones.
They
And
were
no
the
one should
stupid
ever
car
play
ones.
those games. They're trash heaps. Let's do a board game, but everyone's just together the whole time, and then we just decide who wins at the end.
It's just not a board game. Okay, you missed.
Yeah, I have heard good reviews of this one. I just don't like. Just add a 50 turn option. I don't know
Just add
Yeah.
a 50 turn option?
what
Yeah,
the
this
point
is
of
ridiculous.
not having that in it is.
Because, like, there are freaks like us who like it, and then
I mean-
everyone else will ignore it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just it's its own. And here's the other thing: you can pause the games now and come back to them,
yeah.
which is a
You
great
could,
feature.
You could always do that, I thought.
Oh yeah, maybe you could.
Because, like, Mario Party 7 saves in between every single
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, you're right. So, like, why the hell not? You don't have to expect people to sit down for. And even now, like, apparently the 30 turn, like, the expectation it says on it is an hour and a half. And I'm like, it's an hour and a half for 30 turns now? Then, like, 50 turns is just going to be, like, maybe 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's not even that
Not
long.
like the 4-hour adventure that we have done.
Speaking of, I
Multiple
need
times.
to. Since this is going to be at my place, I have to figure out a GameCube to HDMI situation so I can play it on my television.
It's a shit show.
What is
Do I
happening?
try? Do
This
I
is
try
a
to ride the
gigantic
man?
Teostra.
It is pretty large looking. Listen, we already rode him, dude, so just, like, get out. Okay, or he's gonna get out. Well, let's follow the Kusha.
Get over here, dog. The bounty hunter.
I heard that man is trying to find people who killed someone. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about Dog the Bounty Hunter, and I think the only reason I know that there's a person who goes by Dog the Bounty Hunter is because of the McElroy brothers.
Yeah. I'm sure he's a random shithead.
Probably.
Yeah, he's a shithead. He had a
Came
television
back.
show
A
for a
bounty
while.
hunter is a shithead? What?
But, like, there has been so many news articles recently about, like, some dead girl. And I'm like, isn't there always a dead girl? Why is this dead girl important? Do you know what I'm talking about, Jordan?
Yeah, she was like some kind of
also
blogger.
Oh, people knew who she were. That's who she was. That's why she's important.
Yeah, and then she like kind of hit the like checked all the boxes for like dead person that we care about, which is like
I see.
You know,
Oh, I got a gem.
like a fairly well off.
Jordan.
Those my
I
gems.
just carved 2 gems.
Yes,
Damn.
yeah. The
What
curse
the
is
hell?
transferred.
It's not a curse. What the fuck are these baggies doing?
Jaggies,
Seriously.
not baggies.
You're right.
And also Jesus.
Fuck off! Oh my god!
We're going to have a genocide real quick. Do you want to have a genocide?
Professor X, get in here.
It'll be weird not to carve them.
Good.
Yeah, use every part.
No.
So
not these
yeah, there was,
assholes.
like,
Fine.
I got an acute fang, which is an interesting thing. Anyway, yeah, so like it was some kind of like blogger of some sort who like went missing, and then
And then,
like
it wound up dead or whatever.
yeah, and then it was just kind of a mix of like pretty white woman slain, and then so
Yes.
it becomes a thing there.
That's kind of the vibe I was getting from it.
Yeah,
Which, like, obviously horrible thing to happen.
Yes.
But I was like, this happens to so many people, like, literally every day. What is the sudden care about this one white woman?
There's
and
also
I think
the whole true crime podcast exists, and they love when a person goes missing off a hiking trail.
yes, and that was the other
That's-
thing. It kind
Oh,
of
really?
coincided with that. Yeah, I
Oh,
do think there
man.
was a pretty distinct like true crimeness to it.
Great.
Um,
Which Haley loves, like, My Favorite Murder and stuff, but
This Teostra can
I don't know.
swallow me whole. Just like the
Interesting.
butterfly woman.
I'm coming for his arse.
but yeah, there was an element of that where like it was sort of
People
like
started talking about it all of a sudden.
yeah, and it was just like, oh, we can figure out the mystery. Like, and then like it got to the point where people were like, oh, we're pretty sure it was her boyfriend. Where it's like, I think that's generally accepted as what happened. But then he was like missing, and so everyone was like, we got to find him, and it became like a scavenger hunt of let's find
And
this
that's
woman's
why
murderer.
Dog the Bounty Hunter was
Yes.
knocking on doors or whatever.
Yeah, I think that was what happened.
Good lord.
It's super gross, the whole
Yeah.
thing. True crime
Just the
people
fact
need
that
to
it
like
was-
fucking chill.
Yeah, the fact that it was that publicized had me like, okay, there's something weird and stupid happening here. Like,
Yeah, it was a relatively famous person who like fits the criteria for like when the media actually cares about a dead person.
yeah.
And then also it was like a true crime thing.
Mhm.
Holy
Well, that
shit.
was cool. Now let's see if I can paralyze it.
That would be amazing.
Please.
Ruin this Teostra's entire shit, please.
Ah, not quite.
No, but
Maybe
now it's
soon.
very mad. Nice.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there we go. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
that
so-
was very short amount of time.
Yeah, that was no time at all.
Okay. Yeah, that explains all of it. Because I like specifically stayed away from all of those articles because I'm like, this seems like something I don't need to care about.
I got the gist of it, and then was just like, all right, this is something for everyone else to care about. Like,
Nice.
I'm not. This is just not.
Yes.
It just felt very gross real quick. It got very gross very quickly, and I'm like, this is a person who died. Like,
Yeah.
let her family grieve. Let the law enforcement.
We gotta
do their
find
job.
him. We're
Yeah,
gonna
it's like,
find him. Us internet commenters.
Yeah.
This
Have
has
you guys
never
ever
gone wrong
watched,
historically.
Like Jenny Nicholson, anything, or
Yeah, I've watched a fair bit of her stuff.
she had this funny video. I think it was last year, around Halloween time, of like the worst ghost hunting show ever, or whatever.
Yeah,
Did you watch that one?
Remind me of the ghost hunting show.
It was called Paranormal Home
Yes, yeah,
Investigation or something.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, no, it was. I've seen that video, and
it's a very funny video. But like one of her main points, like, is that sometimes it just gets really gross because instead of talking about like, oh, your house is haunted by like an ancient Confederate ghost, they got to a point where they're like, oh, this, I don't know, this girl died nearby like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, it's probably
gross.
haunted by this girl. It's like her family is probably still like,
yeah,
you
like
can't do that.
yeah, it's the very like
Like, it's obviously bullshit, and now you're like dredging up like actual recent murders. Like,
yeah, it's definitely
Don't-
the kind of the psychic playbook where it's just like
mhm.
you can like start talking about the family member that recently died because then they won't think very like logically about it.
Yeah, but
no,
it kind of gives me the same vibe as like
yeah,
all these true crime podcasts having to be like, let's solve the mystery of this
yeah.
dead woman who just died.
Side note: the home inspector from that show is great.
It's so
Because you should definitely watch the video, Chris. It's funny, but the idea of the show is that they like essentially go to someone who thinks their house is haunted, and then they like have a psychic like check it out, and then they'll spout some bullshit, and then they also
But
have like
before that,
yeah, but they have an actual like house inspector go through and explain why like all the hauntings have like perfectly logical explanations for it. Like, oh,
It's
this
like
door is like loose, so it like it doesn't
Yeah.
close correctly, which is why it will randomly open. Or like
she
we
says
saw a
in
shadow.
90% of episodes, he's just like, oh, this door wasn't installed correctly.
Yeah. Or
It's like, and that's before.
Tim,
okay,
you
that
ran
didn't-
so far away.
Okay,
yeah.
but did you see the pillar that he should
Yes.
have run into?
Yes,
Okay.
I understand.
But yeah, so like in every episode, this guy comes in, he's like, yeah, this is actually just really normal and nothing is going on here. And then they're like, oh, well, anyway, all the ghosts are definitely here. We're gonna have the psychic talk to them.
Yeah, it's
It's miserably planned.
yeah. Like we saw a shadow, and it's just like, well, you've got two different kinds of paint, so when the light reflects weirdly off of it, and it could look like a person, and it's just like, and it's just like telling these people who are just like refuse to believe it, just like, I'm not an idiot. I am not.
Yes.
I know what I saw.
And I think the best one, or one of the best ones, is like they get like static or something. They hear like static. Something like that on their like TV or something like that. And
Yeah.
it's just like, you've installed your cable box on top of a bunch of wires. It's like, and they show it, and it's like, what did they do? It's like, obviously that would cause problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny though. And you know, it's one of those like aired for one season and it was canceled because it was terrible.
Yeah, on like the Home and Garden Network or something. Like,
Yeah. They wanted
of the-
their own ghost show and they failed miserably.
Yeah.
Wow, he just blasted the hell out of that fish.
Good.
Fuck that fish.
Don't. That's how we get. I mean, some people want Shape of Water too, so never mind.
That's how we get.
I want
Like,
Shape of Water. No, I don't actually want Shape of Water
from
too.
Sidon from Zelda's The Breath of the Beth.
I was gonna say that's how we get. What's that one? Junji Ito.
Oh yeah, I don't remember, but
the one
it's
with the creepy Foot shark,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
legs shark,
Leg shark?
Yeah.
legs shark, legs shark.
Like, yeah, that's gonna blow up.
Oh yeah, sure is. Yeah, good job not perishing, everyone.
Yes.
I've fought so many Teostra at this point.
I know, really though. I think World was still the or no, sorry, not World. Gen was like the peak of I have no idea when this thing is going to explode on me.
Yeah.
Like the indicators are so clear now, which is good, really. Because it could be really frustrating.
It was always extremely frustrating when you would just like jump in the air and immediately explode.
Yeah. And maybe that's just G rank Teostra
Yeah.
in general, but
I think to an extent it is.
Yeah,
It's
I guess a lot of the Teostras I have fought across because I fought a ton of them in a World, and I never beat G rank in
And we
World
never-
because
yep. Never got through Iceborne. For some reason, like an absolute moron, I started my next PlayStation subscription. I think I did
Oh, you
it
did?
and immediately, and immediately after I did it, I was like, "What was my plan
Wait.
with this?"
I just spent
Like,
money.
why did I? No, it was a subscription I was holding on to. So like,
Oh,
it was gifted to me, but I don't know for what reason I decided to use it now. Like,
Oh,
instead of when I intend to be online playing a PlayStation game. I don't know.
when's the next time you intend to be
Whoa,
online playing
that hurt
PlayStation games?
hard.
Like,
I mean, it might be never. So,
can someone
yeah,
help?
I was wondering, is there something coming out that you were holding out for, or was it just kind of?
no. God, it took me forever to get. Well, he breathed fire all over my brain.
Good
when
thing I
tried
had
the
a Dust of Life
so.
in my queue as soon as I could heal myself. Where are you?
I want to let you know though that I was trying. Yeah, I don't know. I guess more than anything, I kind of figured well, they're probably going to wind down the free PlayStation Plus PS4 games, so maybe I
Yeah,
want to get some of those while they're around.
and you can only play them while you have it.
Right.
But also,
Well, and you
have
can
so
only...
many PlayStation games already that
Oh no. Whoop. Oh, we're good. Okay. I do have so many PlayStation games already. But, I mean, the other thing, though, is, yes, you can only play them if you have the subscription, but you can only get them if you have the subscription during the specific months, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, it might be worth having it for this next year, because they're probably going to stop doing them at some point, I don't know.
Right. No, they will probably stop doing that within this next 12 months, I bet.
Mm-hmm. When presumably more than 2.5 people have a PS5?
It's breaking all
Two and
kinds
a
of
half,
sales
that's being
records, Tim.
Very generous.
Is it?
You just have to listen to them being like, I mean, we've sold all of them that we've put out.
Yeah, the issue with
All
the PS5
12.
is not demand, it's supply.
Absolutely.
But also,
is
I don't understand why
ironic.
there is demand for it.
Right, because there are no games.
There's
PS5 has no games.
a Ratchet and Clank? No, the other one.
No, you're right.
Is it?
They made a new Ratchet and Clank for it, and people were like, yeah, this definitely could have been a PS4 game, but sure.
And then there's also Demon Souls.
Which
Yeah.
is an old game.
And
I went totally the wrong way. Like a bunch of remakes again
let's say,
of PS4 games.
surely I could think of another. Oh, hi, Rachna.
Yeah, Dr. Kotaki's here.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna pop this because this.
Oh, they're down. That's why I was confused.
yeah.
I see.
I'm just popping this
Do
Tim, because this spider.
Yeah, go ahead. I am here now, but go
Never
ahead.
mind, the spider ran away,
Well, that's okay.
and this guy came out ready to fucking fight.
Well, getting blown up sure will wake you up.
Sometimes
Wakes me up, usually.
You just can't
Oh.
get rid of a Teostra.
But yeah, I mean, what is the reason for owning an Xbox Series X or S?
You don't
Yeah,
have
other than
a PC.
Game Pass, maybe?
You
Yeah.
don't want a custom PC.
I also got a Teostra Gem. Good lord.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I literally fought the event Narwa like 10 times the other day and didn't get a single orb.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, and also people really suck at that fight. Good lord. I should say I fought it 10 times, but probably only won like 6.
Yeah, not a
Wolf.
great conversion right there.
Woof a doof.
It's not even. Oh, are there jewel lilies I haven't placed at? Get down there. Yeah.
You have 10 seconds.
Woohoo!
Okay, give me a single orb in the quest rewards, please. Be nice to. Lord, I've seen what you've done for
You
others.
did one, didn't you?
Fuck you.
Hey, look,
Anything out there?
I got a third Kushala gem.
What the fuck?
All right.
What is up with the Kushalas?
I don't know what
I
you
guess
guys are
watch it
talking
switch.
about.
That is bizarre. Like, I don't even want that many Kushala things.
I still
Now
have
you
like
do.
5 or 6 of them left over that I'm just like are sitting in my box that like never
Like,
gonna use
okay.
these for anything.
I guess I'll make every Kushala weapon if you want.